Hey there guys. Well, I'm going to do a video here on this model. I picked it up a few weeks ago, but yesterday it was raining here all day and I decided to put it together, and it took me all day. It took me like at least 12 hours to put it together, but it was a fun build. I didn't even know the time was going by, really. I was just having so much fun with it. There's almost 300 parts to it, and it's just a sick design. So this is the Baneblade, and it's from Warhammer 40,000, as you might have already surmised. But I want to go over it again because this is the 2023 version. And the reason I say that is because before, this model only came with these two sponsons. I think they're called sponsons. The turrets on the side of the actual tank. But this one came with all four. Now, before, you had to buy an upgrade kit for like $25 to $35 from Games Workshop themselves in order to get the extra two. But there was 11 sprues in this giant box and almost 400 pieces, and they just gave you the extra two sponsons. So the reason is I haven't magnetized these. I magnetized the tops just because so they could move, but I didn't magnetize these. I started to, and then once I realized that I had all four, I was like, what's the point? Because I'm gonna have one on each corner, right? So I glued them down, but the other ones I didn't glue down, like the turret and all these panels I didn't glue down so that I can switch them into the various forms. So that's what I'm gonna show you right now. I'm gonna show you a couple other the forms that I can get from this model, and I'll show you a comparison of a few other things that I got recently. Let's go. So you take this little piece and you just slide it where the other one was. It slides right in there and it will stay. And then you have this other turret here that you put together. Oh, and this piece in the back will come off like this. And this will just sit down in there like so. Come on. Don't make a liar out of me. Two hands. Sorry, I had to put the phone down in order to put the piece in, but all I had to do was switch the turrets out. There's two turrets that you build, and now you have the other one. Now you have the Baneblade itself, which is a nice design. The turret will actually move side to side, which is really cool. And it's a really nice tank. It's a really nice tank. Wow, it's a beautiful tank. So let's give it the other conversions and see what they look like. This is the Shadow Sword, simply because it has the end piece on, I think. If I had to take this off, hang on. Come on, one-handed. There you go. If I was to take this off and put it like that, I think, as you can see up there, they give you all 8 variants. Stop it there for a sec so you can see. I think that's called the Bane Sword, just like that. So let's move it again. And what we'll do, let's see if I can do this with one hand here. We'll take this off, take this off, and we take this cover piece off. Then we take one of these, this one. This turns around to be like a plate. This will go here, I do believe. And then this simply goes right here in front. There. And, oh, and then this comes off. I'm gonna have to put the phone down for this one, unfortunately. Take the barrel off, and there's another weapon behind it. And so this was Doom Hammer. This is the Doom Hammer. Not a whole lot in the difference in variants, eh? But, oh well. The only one I really can't do is the Stormlord, and I'll show you why. Here's the Stormlord. It's because I thought that I could do all the variants with this here, so I glued it in. So there's an other piece that was supposed to go in here, so I shouldn't have done that. And there's machine guns that glue back here, but in order to do that, it's really bothersome, and so I didn't bother. So that's the only one I really can't do. But besides that, I think I can do them all, which is pretty cool. Anyway, I'll get it back together, and I'll show you a comparison of a few other things that I've been doing. Before I do the comparison, I just wanted to do a close-up look of this model because I find there's quite a lot of detail. It reminds me of a World War II tank, but with a, you know, a steampunk kind of vibe to it, and it's kind of, I don't know, it's like futuristic but also old, which really appealed to me. And this, another was appealing to me. They have like a little altar in the back, which is pretty cool. I mean, they didn't have to put that kind of detail, did they? But they did, so that's going to be pretty sweet. So I just fell in love with this model. So anyway, let's do a comparison with some of the others that I have. Here it is in comparison with a Spartan tank that I had recently painted and put together. It's still not done, but I tend to... tell me if you're like this. I tend to get 90% or 95% done, and then I get kind of bored, and then I'll move on to something else, and I'll try to come back to it. And every now and then I do. A lot of the times, though, I wait and procrastinate until I finally... And, you know, some of them are still waiting, so I don't know how long it's going to be. That one just needs a few touches and some highlights and stuff like that, but I'm really anxious to start this one, so it's probably going to go on the back burner. Let's see a comparison with some of the other Titans. There it is in comparison to a Warlord Titan, so you can see how actual big the tank is. It's crazy big. That's one of the Titans that I did not too long ago. I don't know if I showed anybody or not. I like that color. It's like a azure blue, I think it was, or something like that. But I just fell in love with the color. Decided to do it. Here it is in relation to an Imperial Knight. I did this one not that long ago, too. I thought this one came out all right. It's like a brass, coppery color. And usually I put lots of heads on them, but this one here, I think you had to glue it on there, and I simply fell in love with that head, and I was very lucky in order to, it came out pretty good. I put a piece of tape across it, and I spray painted it, and it looked like it came out pretty good, so I was quite happy with that. So yeah, this is one of my faves, actually, just the way it came out. I don't know, just the coloring and the overall aspect and the look of it. So here it is in comparison with some Reavers. I have 3 little Reavers here that I'd done up. I thought they looked pretty cool, those little guys. Anyway, they're quite small comparing to the tank. Oof. And here are a few more. Here's a couple Warhound Titans. The little guys. Cute little guys, though. They're cute. Aren't they cute? I got a couple more of these. I haven't put them together yet. I thought they were quite cute, though. And here is the what is it? The War Master Ironclad Titan. It's a heavier model. So you can see the tank is by far the largest piece that I have from the Warhammer collection. So, and here is a I have to put that in the background. See, Porphyrion Knight from Adeptus Titanicus. I thought he was cool too. Anyway, I'll leave it at that. So that's the Baneblade from Warhammer 40,000. Now I picked this up from Sunward Hobbies. It's in Ontario, but they ship after $60, so they'll ship it for free anywhere in Canada. And I'm quite happy with the pricing because we get it for the same price as the Americans do, which is fantastic, absolutely fantastic. The only time we ever get a deal as Canadians is right here. For some reason, Britain wants it. Maybe it's because we're part of the Commonwealth, but they're giving us a break on them. So the Americans have to pay what they pay, and we pay the same amount. So we're very, very close to it. So I will leave it at that. And if you want to pick this up, it was Sunward, and they're very good to deal with. So I will leave it at that, guys. And you take care of yourself, and we'll talk to you soon, hopefully. Take care.